Hi everybody, hello. It's time to do the cover on our little journal, and I really want to do it because I've got ink smudges on and every time I get it out it annoys me. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of, well, it's not actually craft card, it looks like craft card would be fine, and I've made it just about 1/4 of an inch smaller than the journal cover, than the front. And this project that I'm going to show you was introduced to me and to everybody by Louisa Heinzel. The woman is genius, and I did do hers almost as exactly as I could, and that's what I got, which is just beautiful. She carried on and mounted hers and made them into cards. I want to do something kind of similar but for our journal cover, but I do want to change it up just a little bit. But isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Anyway, right, so the first thing to do is brayer and paint. So I'm going to use the darker of my two paints, which is peeled paint. Always give your paints, your distress paints in particular, a good shake up until you hear those ball bearings moving freely. And I haven't tried this in this colour, could work out to be a total absolute disaster. In that case I'll probably burn the video and you'll never know. Oh, got a bit of green on there already. So you want quite a bit of water in this, quite dilute. Mix it up with the water. And still quite thick there in the middle. And there we go. And I'm using my brayer and just load my brayer up. And like I say, it is very, very runny. I might just get a bit of blue roll actually and put it, I've got stuff stacked on top of my blue roll. Just put that down first just to protect my desk a little bit. So I've got my brayer loaded up and let's just start. I do like that colour on the, wow, I've got enough paint here to paint 1,000 of these, but you know. There we are. So that's that. It looks brighter in the camera, it doesn't look quite that bright in reality. So I'm just going to have a bit of a clean up. Seems like a heck of a waste, doesn't it? Well, it is a heck of a waste actually. But right at this moment, because I'm videoing, I'm going to waste it. So I hope that you are all doing well today. The weatherman promised us cloudy but intermittent sun today. What we've got is rain with intermittent cloud. Yeah. It hasn't been a great summer. So I'm just rinsing this off. Taking the lazy way out really. I could walk through the house to the kitchen and rinse it properly, but be fine. That'll be fine. Right, so that's pretty much dry. I mean, it's such a thin layer. I'm just going to give it the once over with the heat gun though. Okay, so that's now dry, and I'm going to go in with another colour, a paler colour. So I'm going to use antique linen. And learn my lesson, I don't need that much paint. That looks quite green, doesn't it? It's got a greeny, like a peppermint green cast to it, but never mind, it's what it is. In this instance, it doesn't really matter if it's green or what, because green's the order of the day. I could use my finger, but I just don't want to. So let's load the brayer up with that then. Let's just come in from the sides here. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's lovely. Oh, I like that. So I've got this even but uneven coat, and that's what I was looking for. And I like that. I do like it. So I'm going to dry that off, clean this up, and I'll be back. Right, so I've got a stencil out, and the next part of this story that Louisa did seems kind of counterintuitive, but it worked so well. So I've looked at my Distress Oxide spray in peeled paint, and looks a bit gunky. Let's give it a bit of a clean up, and I'm just going to spray over this stencil, which, as I say, it feels like it's wrong, and then just take that, press it down in parts, and it's just gorgeous. It's really, really just there. Can you see it? It's just there and just not there, but it is there. That's the important thing. So let's wipe off the excess spray on this. There we go. And dry that. Can't imagine it's going to take a lot of drying. Oh, it's dried a sort of turquoise, a tealy colour. Yeah, that was not what I was expecting. Wasn't really what I wanted either, but it's done what it's done now. You can see it, a sort of tealy colour. Oh, it is what it is. Probably because it's the oxide, not the spray stain. I think that's about it. Right, so now I need to stamp on it. Is that right? Yes, I believe that is the next step. So I've got these 3 little stamps out. That's the text from the tiny toadstools, and these I think are probably from field notes. Doesn't matter, any stamps really will do. My wet wipes got a little dirty. And I'm going to use archival ink in, I'm going to use this one, VersaFine Shady Lane. It's a lovely green, just as the name suggests. Let's put that down underneath. So let's put this just in at the bottom. Oh, I'm kind of not liking that turquoise, but you never know. Sometimes things happen for a reason, don't they? And they can end up to be quite happy little accidents at the end of the day. Maybe just a little bit in here as well. There we are. And then these stamps. The number stamp, which is ubiquitous. You have to have the number stamp. this one down here. And maybe this one here. Lovely. And then I've just got a teeny tiny little stamp. Go on, stick, I know you want to. It's upside down. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put this one here. It's really, really up to you where you put them. I'm going to put that one there. Right, so I think that's all the stamping and everything that I need to do, I think. Let's put the lid back on the ink. Does anybody know where it went? Yes. It's unusual today because I'm actually starting in 6-inch space. Normally that's how I end, but today I'm just making life awkward for myself and starting off in a really little space. Right, so the next thing to do is... God, that's not straight, is it? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Actually, it's looking like a really interesting background. I know what else I needed. I need this stamp set, which is one of Timmy's new ones, French Garden CMS 487. Now, if you've got other flower shop would also do, or anybody else's flower stamps, they'll do. I want this one that's the sort of berry one. That's right, I forgot about this. And my Shady Lane again, and I'll put that under there just to keep the ink off my desk. But I also want another piece just to stamp off onto, because I don't want this to be really, really prominent. I want it there, but not ultra prominent. So stamp off once, and then we'll just stamp into there. It's still quite dark, isn't it? Good job with stamping off. There we go. So yeah, that now is our background done. I'm happy that I've done all the steps I was supposed to do. Honestly, I love watching Louisa. I just find her so inspiring. So let's put that stamp back in there, because it is a pretty brand new set of stamps, these. I don't want to wreck them up already. Oops. Okay, well, this has fallen out. That actually is the next one that we need, but I want to leave that to get dry. So I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up. Okay, so I've had a bit of a tidy up. While we're waiting for the ink to dry on that, I can just, it's catching the light, it's not quite dry. So I'm going to pop that to one side with that, because that's the bit we need next. And we'll start on the other part of it. So for that, I've taken some cream. It's 160 this is, so it's thick paper, I suppose is the proper description for it. And I'm going to take another new stamp from the last Tim Holtz release, which is this one, Hodgepodge CMS 490, and it's just a glorious stamp. It really is. And I want my Sand Dune VersaFine Clair for this, and hopefully it'll stand out enough. Got a bit of blue roll on there from the last time I cleaned it. So I want pretty much the whole thing. And it is a blooming big stamp. Doesn't matter if it does, you know, we're not looking for it to be perfect, but I don't big holes in it, or gaps, I suppose they are more correctly. Let's give that a try. So I'm just going to turn that over onto there and stamp it. And I'm going to get my thingy and just press that down. And then dare to look. Should we dare to look? Oh, look at that. Blimey. That's perfect. Excellent. So let me just wipe this off a bit. I think everything's stamped, so it's pretty clean really. But I am fairly determined to look after these stamps. They're just getting so expensive now, aren't they? Not that they were ever disposable commodities, but they really are expensive. Okay, so there we go. And now on there, I want to stamp one of my flower garden stamps. That's where the leaves were, isn't it? How about this one? Yeah, why not? This is brand new. It hasn't even had its first outing. There we go. So that's going to get stamped onto there. Ooh, it's going to be gorgeous. Do you think I should do it in brown? No, I'm going to do it in green, I think. No, I'm going to do it in black. Let's do it in black. This definitely won't be dry yet. Although it doesn't look far off, to be fair. Yeah. I'm going to go over this with the pounds pot. Otherwise the glaze, the embossing glaze, is going to stick to all of this. It'd just be my luck if that happens. So I don't want that. Right, okay. So that's going to go there. So I want this to be, let's get that like that, where it's going, there, like so. So I want that to be about there. Yep, I think we're all right at that. Where's my big block? Here. So I want black ink and black embossing powder. Black ink, black embossing powder, piece of paper to do it onto, anywhere. Yeah, here's a scrubby bit of paper, that'll do nicely. Excuse me. So just kind of central, isn't it? That's where it's going. So let's ink this up. Okay, so fairly central, I said, so about there. I reckon there's good. Oh, I think I've already dropped it onto the... Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I already... Might be all right, actually. We might still be all right. I'll leave that to clean until after I've put the embossing powder on here. Oh, it's stuck to all the hodgepodge as well. Ah, that didn't work out too well at all, did it? Well, I'll leave it in and you can see the disaster that I'm having. And I'll tidy up and I'll see you soon. Okay, I kind of got myself sorted. I've got a new piece of paper and I've got the hodgepodge stamp out. Again, I did scrape off all the embossing powder that was on there because there was loads of it. I didn't want to waste it. And this time I've decided to stamp in Distress ink. Let's see how we get on with that. This pad is nearly finished, so it'll be a miracle if it stamps it well, but might stamp it good enough, hopefully, because I want something in the background. That's what I want. I don't want it embossed, thank you. Right, let's give that a try. It's probably not going to work. It's probably going to be one of those days where nothing works. Let's give it a try though, eh? Oh dear. Sometimes when things go wrong, they just carry on going wrong. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, that's lovely. That's fine. Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's just clean this off a little bit. It's only Distress ink, so it won't take much. Right, let's leave that to one side to dry. Excellent. And bring this back in. Right, what happened to the leaf stamp? Here it is. Now I want to stamp this twice, but I don't want the embossing powder to stick to this. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? Oh dear. Let's take the big flower off my stamp block and put the leaf on it. I'm going to use my pounds pot, and I really am going to pounce on everything because I blinking don't want the same thing to happen again. Because this has got quite a bit of work in it now, hasn't it? So actually it's probably easier to clean this one than it was with the hodgepodge background, because the hodgepodge background is so complicated. I'm trying to say complex and complicated in the same word. It's not happening. Right, there we go. Let's give that a try. So I'm going to use Vintage Photo, am I? No. I'm going to use Shady Lane, and I'm going to use this embossing powder, embossing glaze, the Distress embossing glaze in peeled paint, and see what happens. If anything. Oh my goodness. Oh, this hasn't been opened before. It's brand new. Fancy that. There we go. Ooh, a brand new pot. Okay, so I could do with a bit of paper underneath, couldn't I? Lovely. Let's give it a go. So I want that about there. looks nice. Please don't stick to anything you're not supposed to. Well, there are little bits that stuck, but nothing dramatically major. So I think I can probably get those bits out with a brush. Just a question of being patient, really. Yeah, if you guys know the answer to getting things not to stick, please write it in the comments. I'd be very grateful to know. There we are. I think that's not so bad. So let's put that away back in its new little pot. Let's put the lid on before I spill it. That would be a typical thing to happen today, wouldn't it? I'm going to put another stamp on, but I just know that if I don't emboss this right now, I'm going to stick my fingers in it or something. There we are. Oh, it does look pretty though, doesn't it? It's all nice and shiny. Right, so another one. And I'd like this one to go sort of like that, I think. So please behave yourself again. Where's my pound pot? Let's just go over this again. I love that colour, that Shady Lane. It's right up my street. Right up my lane. Let's put that there. Gorgeous. Please behave. Yeah, that's even better. There are tiny, tiny little bits, but nothing dramatic. Woo! We did it, girls and guys. Do you like that shady, whatever it is, peeled paint, did I say? Peeled paint. Yeah, like it. Oh, I had a few little bits, didn't I, that I wanted to brush off first. Actually, it's hardly anything. There we go. Lovely. That's really nice. I like that. Finally, Something's going right. Something's going right. There we go. So that we can put to one side now. That's had everything done to it that's going to be done to it. Where's my flowers? So I can put that away back in there safely. Lovely. And next it's this, isn't it? Which I'm a bit sceptical about, don't mind telling you. Let's mount that up. Right, so I reckon it's a pounds per pot job. Feels perfectly dry, but so did the sand dune one. I'm taking no chances here. There's all sorts of things on this hodgepodge. It is indeed a veritable hodgepodge. Seahorses, bird cages, butterflies, clocks, insects, and loads of words. So particularly around where I'm going to stamp my stamp. Let's just hope it works. Let's open the embossing glaze in preparation, just in case we get that far. Oh, we'll get that far. It's after that it goes wrong, isn't it? Right, let's ink this up then. Try not to drop it on the page, which is what I did last time as well. In fact, that whole thing was just a nightmare to forget. There we go. Right, so I want it fairly central, height-wise. About there then. Let's have a look. Looks nice. Oh, look at that. It worked. Oh my goodness. Is there anything here that needs to be brushed off? Yeah, I've got some little... Oh, I've got rid of them. It's got some little bits up that side. It's probably where I missed with the pounds pot, to be fair. But that's just great. Pleased with that. Hooray! Something's working out today. How long have I been doing this already? Oh, only 35 minutes. I thought it was like hours. Feels like hours. That's it, starting to go. There we go. Tension, the tension, it's not good for you. Right, so what I want to do now is work out where that's going to go. Or shall I just do half? Just say I want half of it on there. That's what I'm going to do. That is exactly what I'm going to do. Where's my Timmy ruler? Timothy? Timothy? He's hiding because he's going to get into trouble. Oh, he's going to do a live this afternoon. I don't know what he's... I don't think it's a new release or anything. Where? Oh, hacking, where is my blooming Timmy ruler? Oh, come on. Okay, let's pause while I look. Found it! It had fallen off the end of my desk because there's a sort of conveyor belt system going on here. You keep putting things on one side and of course they push the things off eventually. You know. So, right, I'm going to say that I'm just wondering about the stem, that's all, that's what I'm messing about with. That the stem is just on that side. And I'm going to tear this down to where against the ruler, to where the flower starts, and then tear it up to the flower on this here as well. There we go. And now I'm going to fussy cut around there, and I'm pretty sure you don't really want to watch me do that. If you're a sadist, you'd like to watch me do that, but I'm going to pause you and do it and I'll be back. Right, it has been fussy cut, and now I want it to go over there like that, so it's sitting in the leaves. Oh, it looks gorgeous. So the hodgepodge stamp is obviously the exact same height as my piece of paper, and that's quite a lot hanging over there. Let's bring it back this way a little bit. There's the end of my paper. I think that looks fine. I like that there. Is it square? Let's see. Let's put it on the grid. So that there is at, well, if I move it there, it's at 3. And it's at 3 there. What does that look like? Looks nice. And how much have I got here? Got enough? Yeah, I do. So what I'm going to do is just make a mark there on the background piece and here, so I can get it stuck down and straight. Actually, let's just do that once more. And turn it over, just cut off some of this bulk. Right, so I want to glue this then. Oh my goodness me. It's been a stressful one, hasn't it? I'm really curious to see the answer to the puzzle of not getting your embossing glaze or powder to stick to existing stamping, and I know loads of you will know the answer, so that's the beauty of a community such as ours. We like to share information. Well, that's what this whole YouTube channel's about, really, to be honest. Right, there we go. So I'm going to put it on a bit of paper and it goes that way. And I need to get my edges where they need to be, where I've put my pencil mark. And that one there. And give that a good stick down. Kind of looks nice though, doesn't it? And let's cut off all this excess stuff, which has got glue on it, so it's going to glue my scissors up again. But that's just life. Gluey scissors. Okay, what do we think? You're probably thinking it was never worth it. But actually I really like that. I do really, really, really like it. Well done, Louisa. You're a very, very clever girl. So now I just want to put some stamps and stuff on there. Where are my stamps? Oh, come on. Right. That's probably a bit dark. That's a nice one. I like that one. Let's use that one. And I'm going to use green, I think, Shady Lane, and bring the green over onto this section. I'm just going to put this at the top here. That's nice, isn't it? I like that. And just bring it in this way as well. Oh, I like that a lot. That's nice. And something else. Something else, something else. What does that say? Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen that stamp before in my life. How bizarre, because I obviously must have done. It must be from Eccentric or something. I don't know, but honestly it does not look familiar to me. Oh, look at that, I've just put ink there. Off my hand. Oh, no. No, no, no. It was never meant to be this, was it? I don't think I can get that off. No, I'm just making it worse. So, let's put that up there. Right, so I'm going to need to stamp something on there to hide my naughtiness. What can I put on there? Got that one that says enclosure. I don't really want to put a stamp there, if I'm honest with you, but I don't think I have a choice at this moment in time. Is that big enough tag number? It might hide the worst of it. Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, it's not great, but it does the job. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is get some of my tape that I coloured with alcohol ink, and I know Timmy's now selling this, but we made this ages ago. I showed you it when I made it, and it's just been stuck on this board ever since. So I'll see if I can get it to part company. Yeah, there we go. Right. So, little scissors. I'm just going to take a piece about that long however long that is, 2 inches say, and I'm going to cut that top bit off because it's a bit, I've chewed it up getting it off. There it is. And I'm just going to cut the top and then tear it, and let's see where it tears to. That's just a tiny little piece, and that's probably sufficient to go there, but I'm going to have to put some glue down because I can't say that this is still sticky, so let's just put that there, coming in from the edge like that. Put you across, I want you at the edge. Okay, so just a little bit of that there, and I want a longer piece for up at the top. Let's put a bit of glue down where it's going to go. Might be a bit long. Oh well, stuck now. It's stuck, it's stuck. It's alright anyway, I quite like it. There we go. There's that one. And I think I need to put something over there. So let's just get a little bit for there. Not that little. Don't be silly. That's just silly. I'll probably do it, I'd say, down there. And I might just get away with our blunder. Well, it's not your blunder. With my blunder. Yeah, you know, I think we will. I must say my heart dropped when I saw that. So we've still got loads of this left. It's probably getting on for 2 years, probably, something like that, since I made it. And I think that's it, really. Just need to ink around the outside, and I might do that in Vintage Photo, actually. I think we've got enough green on there. So let's get the Vintage Photo out. Just give me that board again. I'll use the back. It doesn't matter what the back looks like because it's going to get stuck down. And I don't want too much, just a bit. I don't want to make it look really grungy. If you do, that's great. Use a darker ink. I quite like this, actually. I've grown to like it, despite the fact it was a painful experience. So I hope there's something in this that you can take away, as I did when I watched Louisa make it. I was just entranced by it. So there we are, there we have it, our finished journal cover. I love this idea of cutting the object out. It's just, you can use it in so many ways. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. What did I do with the journal? Here it is. So that is going to get stuck onto that. And that will be our journal cover. There you go. Well, I hope you like it. I hope that you can find some way to make it your own. And don't judge me. I'll see you really soon, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Bye.